Got it on the hoist. Wheels are blocked. The blade is down. I don't think it should go too far. Let's raise it up and look at the belly. I think there's a lot of grease and stuff under there yet. And there's some like asphalt looking material that I wasn't able to get off. And I'm sure there's some underneath there too. I'm gonna start the oil draining. There's a little bit of a drip on there. No way. How is that holding the oil in? This thing is legit loose. I think I'll hit my pail. Swish. Well, that's draining. I see the seal is weeping a little bit right here. And this is like really on here. Still made a mess even though I hit the pail. Oh, that's nice. This one's really leaking. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look like it now, but that back wheel seal looked to be leaking. Oh, yay, look at that. That has a patch. What do you suppose happened there? Well, I didn't get that washed very good. And that shift boot doesn't look very good anymore. Globs of spray foam. Interesting. Well, that box that I didn't get very clean, that's the high-low box. This is the brake. It definitely needs to be tightened up some. And the clutch needs to be adjusted some. Oh, that's nice. Let's just put that back and pretend we never saw it. No, but really, I think that cover is going to come off. We're going to drain them fluids. Looks like mud in there. Well, let's get this cover pulled off here. You notice that bolt's leaking there? And that's leaking. Guys, help me to understand this. How does this happen? The engine drain plug was finger tight. These bolts are finger tight. Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of condensation in there. Can't say I'm surprised. Drip, drip. Is this one loose? Okay, just a tour. Oh, this wasn't tight though, I just couldn't get it by hand. These bolts look like they were painted with the grease on. That's a lot of water. That is not good. That is not good. Not good. There it is. The workings of this rear axle. It's important to have the right tires on. And this is part of it. This has no spider gears in here. It's all locked up 100% of the time. Well, the sludge is oozing out the back. Might as well pull this plug out, although a majority of it should go that way. A little bit of water, bunch of sludge. Ooh, that's good stuff. It probably wouldn't hurt to go and throw some sacrificial fluid in here to loosen some of that up and flush it out before refilling it with the good stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's going to be high quality fluids coming out of the 2-speed here too, isn't it? At least the plug is snug. It's actually probably the best looking fluid so far. And there's fluid in it. So this one seems to have a plug, and that one doesn't. See what happens when we take this out. This is the one where the wheel seals seem to be leaking. Well, that's actually good oil in there. We'll just leave that be. Get back in there, come on. Uh-oh. While we're waiting for that to get done dripping, might as well adjust up the clutch. That's way more free play than a guy needs. 1/2 inch to an inch should be plenty. And we're at 2.5. Take the cotter pin out of here. Now we just lengthen her out a little bit. 3 turns got us about 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna back it off 1. So that's a total of, I believe, 5 turns. And you can see it still has free play. Right at an inch when it starts taking the free play out. There we go. So the brake is close to 4 inches by the time there's really any resistance on it. Let's tighten that up a little bit. On the brake, I'm just gonna tighten up this. There's about 4 turns. Still turns. And we're at about 1.5 inches of pedal travel. I'm sure this could use some new lining on it. I'm not sure where you go about getting it. I ended up backing it off 1/2 turn. I'm gonna give that a try. So I ended up tightening it about 4.5 turns. Ended up at about 1.5 inches of free play until it starts grabbing. Bigger the gob, better the job. Yeah, that should work good enough. Just like a robot did it. So apparently the instructions say to leave this thing sit for a little bit like this before you run the bolts home. So let's go finish the oil change up top, change the filter, put the oil back in the engine, then we'll come back to this. You want to know something handy? This takes the same filter as a 302 Ford. Guys, don't get any hurt feelings over this. I'm going against the recommendations. It's getting 5W40 full synthetic. It will be fine. Good to go. Fire it up, make sure that we don't have any leaks. No oil filter leaks, no engine leaks. It had good oil pressure, good to go. Looks like I had plenty of squeeze out. This might take a few minutes. I'm going against the recommendations on here once again. I am putting in 85, 140. That should pump nice. It's just like honey. Well, see you next week when I'm done pumping this. That's good and full. Took exactly what it said on the chart. I'll check it again in a while to see if it settles down a little bit. Got to get that other box filled up, the 2-speed box. Let's see how good this works. There's a gear right inside the hole. Well, this took way less time than I thought, and I kind of made a mess. So I don't know if they filled it from the top the last time and had this thing just pump full, or if the fluid they had in here was just complete garbage. Well, there's that. Made a mess all over. Would be kind of nice to do something with that torn boot there. I think I have an idea. Come on, cut through that. I didn't think this was going to cut this hard. Doesn't take much to put a hole in them. Should be able to do something with that. Maybe. Well, it's not pretty, but it should definitely help over what was there. I never did change the oil in the chain cases. It all looked real good and it was full. So I'll put on a picture here of capacities and service intervals and whatnot. And I am gonna drive this around some, use it a little bit, recheck my fluids and whatnot. You guys join me next time. Take care and God bless. Thanks for watching. You want to run them? Hey, what are you doing?